Ladies and gentlemen, gather round as we embark on a tail-wagging journey into the extraordinary world of canine detection. Yes, our four-legged friends are not just masters of fetch or connoisseurs of the finest backyard scents. They possess an olfactory prowess that can detect human illnesses with astonishing accuracy. So sit, stay, and let's unleash the secrets behind dogs' diagnostic abilities. The canine nose, a marvel of nature. Imagine being able to detect a single drop of perfume diffused in a stadium filled with people. That's how extraordinary a dog's sense of smell is. With up to 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to our measly 6 million, dogs are olfactory Olympians. They don't just smell, they analyze. A dog's olfactory bulb, the brain region dedicated to processing smells, is 40 times larger than ours, proportionately speaking. While we might struggle to distinguish between coffee and chocolate from across the room, dogs can separate scent molecules with surgical precision, even identifying individual ingredients in a stew. They'd even have a second olfactory system called the Jacobson's organ, which detects pheromones and other chemical cues. This organ helps dogs interpret social signals from other animals, like determining if a potential mate is nearby or assessing another dog's emotional state. No wonder your dog knows you've been sneaking snacks at midnight. They've got the evidence right under their nose. It's this superpower that makes them invaluable in detecting human illnesses. And let's be honest, they're probably judging us for that midnight snack too. Sniffing out cancer, the ultimate game of hide and seek. Dogs don't just sniff, they sleuth. When it comes to cancer, they're like detectives with a nose for mystery. Research has shown dogs can detect lung, breast, and prostate cancers with up to 99% accuracy, a feat even some lab tests struggle to achieve. For instance, a study in Japan found that Labrador retrievers identified colorectal cancer by sniffing stool samples with incredible precision. Another study conducted in the UK demonstrated that dogs could detect bladder cancer by analyzing urine samples. How do they do it? Cancer cells emit volatile organic compounds that dogs can detect long before symptoms become apparent. It's like they're smelling a fire before the smoke alarm even goes off. Imagine if your annual checkup involved cuddling with a dog instead of invasive procedures. Now that's a healthcare revolution we can all wag our tails about. Their ability to detect cancer early could save millions of lives, making them unsung heroes in lab coats or fur coats. Bonus: they don't insist on copays, just belly rubs and a good game of fetch. Diabetes detection, more than just a sugar sniff. Meet the real-life sugar sniffer dogs. These furry endocrinologists can sense changes in blood glucose levels, sometimes even before symptoms manifest. When your body's sugar levels drop or spike, it releases chemicals like isoprene and acetone that dogs can detect in your breath or sweat. It's not magic, it's biology. These trained pups don't just sense the danger, they act on it. They might nudge you, bark, or even fetch your glucose monitor or emergency snack. Studies have shown diabetic alert dogs can reduce medical emergencies by as much as 80%, offering peace of mind to those living with the condition. Their ability to intervene, especially during sleep when hypoglycemia can go unnoticed, is nothing short of life-saving. Plus, they're the only doctors who won't judge you for that late-night cupcake binge. Who knew a wagging tail could also be a life-saving alarm system? And let's face it, they're cuter than any gadget you'll find at the pharmacy. Neurological disorders, a nose for nerve issues. If you thought dogs were just sniffing for treats, think again. These pooches can sense neurological changes too, such as those that occur before an epileptic seizure. While the exact mechanism is still under study, experts believe dogs pick up on subtle shifts in behavior, body odor, or even electrical activity that humans can't perceive. One theory is that seizures produce a unique scent due to changes in the brain's electrical activity, which then triggers a cascade of physiological responses detectable by dogs. They've been known to warn their owners minutes or even hours before a seizure strikes, giving people time to find a safe space or alert someone for help. One case study documented a dog accurately predicting seizures over 80% of the time. Talk about a guardian angel in fur. These alerts can be life-saving, especially for those who live alone or have frequent seizures. If we could figure out how they do it, we might just revolutionize neurology, but for now, we'll settle for their loyalty, love, and uncanny ability to be there when it matters most. Infectious diseases, the Canine Pathogen Patrol. During the pandemic, dogs stepped up as unexpected frontliners. Researchers trained dogs to detect COVID-19 from sweat samples, with accuracy comparable to gold standard PCR tests. Airports, sports arenas, and even hospitals employed these canine heroes for rapid, non-invasive screening. But their talents don't stop there. Dogs have also been trained to sniff out tuberculosis, malaria, and even Clostridium difficile infections. These diseases emit distinct volatile organic compounds, and dogs' noses are like bioscanners designed to pick them up. Imagine the future. Instead of lengthy lab tests, we might just rely on a Labrador's wagging approval. Plus, dogs don't charge copays, they only ask for belly rubs and treats. The science behind the sniff. So, what exactly are dogs sniffing out? The human body is like a chemical factory, constantly releasing volatile organic compounds. These microscopic molecules escape through our breath, sweat, and even urine, carrying valuable information about our health. When disease disrupts normal metabolic processes, it changes the volatile organic compound profile, creating a scent signature that dogs can detect. For example, cancer cells produce isoprene and aldehydes, while diabetic ketoacidosis creates a fruity odor. Dogs sniff these changes with a precision no man-made device can match. It's like having a walking, wagging diagnostic tool that also loves playing fetch talk about multitasking. Training the medical marvels. Turning a dog into a medical detection expert is no small feat. Trainers use a positive reinforcement method, teaching dogs to identify specific scents by rewarding them with treats or toys. The process involves exposing them to disease samples repeatedly until they can reliably distinguish them from healthy ones. Training can take months or even years, but the results are worth every effort. These dogs are then deployed in real-world scenarios, from clinics to airports. What's truly heartwarming is that these dogs don't just work for us. They'd form bonds with their humans, offering comfort and companionship alongside their life-saving skills. The future of canine medical detection. The future is bright and furry. Scientists are continuously exploring new ways dogs can aid in healthcare. From Parkinson's disease to bacterial infections, the list of conditions they can detect keeps growing. Additionally, researchers are studying dogs' olfactory systems to develop electronic noses, machines that could replicate their scent detection capabilities. Imagine hospitals equipped with digital dogs that work alongside their real counterparts. It's a future where medicine becomes more accessible, thanks to our four-legged friends. And while technology might try to replicate their skills, no gadget can replace the joy of a wagging tail and an enthusiastic bark. A nose for emotions, the scent of stress. Yes, your dog knows when you've had a bad day at work. Studies have shown dogs can detect stress-related chemical changes in your sweat and breath. What's even more fascinating is how this affects their behavior. A study revealed that stressed-out humans can make their dogs pessimistic, impacting their mood and energy levels. It's like they're emotional sponges soaking up our vibes. So next time you're stressed, consider chilling out for your dog's sake. After all, they'd much rather sniff the scent of happiness, and maybe some bacon, than cortisol-filled stress sweat. And there you have it, proof that dogs aren't just our best friends. They're our fur-covered superheroes with noses that put even the fanciest medical gadgets to shame. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the incredible world of dogs and their super senses, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and remember, your dog might just be the best doctor you'll ever have.